Hello, movie lovers, and today I am going to be reviewing Sam Fox's new horror film called Fucking Nuts. Fucking Nuts is a short story, and I definitely have to say I love the fact that I'm getting to see Maddie Nichols in this film because I remember back whenever I first seen her, she was actually in the little TV miniseries called The Outsider, which is part of HBO Max, and it was also a Stephen King adaptation at the time. And then she winds up playing in another Stephen King adaptation recently called The Boogeyman, which is a short story that was featured in the book Night Shift. And then I also seen her in a Lifetime movie called A Murder to Remember. And I always thought that she was really good with what she was doing. She also played in Creepshow too. But those are the three places that I remember seeing her in. And I remember thinking to myself, this girl is going places. Okay, so when we see this house, for the very first time, which is Sandy's house, played by Maddie. Um, you wind up seeing this color scheme of like a red and green kind of vibe to it. It also has like a Tales from the Crypt kind of vibe to it, which is something that I really like because I liked Tales from the Crypt back in the 90s. And then, it also has like a little bit of Beetlejuice kind of vibe to it. And I'll explain that part in a little bit later. But when we actually see Maddie, when we see her as Sandy, she has these little white glasses, this dress that's polka dot dress kind of vibe to it. Has like that 1960s kind of vibe, but mixed with a little bit of 80s and 90s kind of style of shooting and directing, which I thought really fits in with what Sam is trying to tell us. And all of a sudden you wind up seeing Dan. He shows up on Sandy's door, and he's like, "I'm in love with you. I want to be with you," and just being infatuated with her. And Sandy was like, "Oh no, this is not good." But she's also smiling because of the fact that she is also in love with Dan because this is something that I was kind of creepy with this a little bit. She has a heart with Dan's name on it, but there's also other names that's on there with lipstick that she scratched off. So I'm like, okay, is this girl a serial killer? What is going on here? Is she just infatuated with different guys and killing them? It's just that's one thing I have to say about this is it makes your mind wonder, despite even though it's kind of cheesy in a sense and things like that too. But the dialogue is kind of cheesy, but it works. It flows good. I really enjoyed seeing that. And then you see this conversation between Sandy and Dan. Dan's like, "Look, Sandy, I want to be with you. I love you. I can't. I just don't know what to do with myself." And I want to meet your parents. He goes, "Look, Dan, I love you. I want to be with you too, but my parents are fucking nuts." Because what family isn't? Everybody's family is kind of nuts every once in a while. No, they're nuts. Nuts. They're nuts. No, I'm telling you, it's gonna be fine. Everything's fine, Sandy. I promise. Let me just meet them, and I'm not gonna go into spoiler territory whenever he does meet them. But all you're gonna do is just either you're gonna back out of this film, or you're gonna still be enticed enough to want to check out and see the reveal of it. And I want to say this, I really enjoyed the reveal of it because like I said, it has like um Tales from the Crypt kind of flavor to it to where I enjoyed it. But inside this kitchen too, it has this checkered board type of feel to it, kind of like that Beetlejuice kind of vibe, like I mentioned. And it also still has that red and green kind of flavor of lighting that I like. You also get a POV shot of the parents looking out the door, watching her daughter. Then you wind up seeing this other kitchen shot where you see her with the knife, you see the mother with the knife, but you don't see her, but you see a POV shot of this. And I like that. There's a little bit of a mystery to be revealed, and we haven't seen that yet. So I definitely like that. But yeah, this movie has a way of actually feeling like a Tales from the Crypt kind of episode. It only clocks in like a 10 minutes, but within 10 minutes, you get a lot that you're absorbing with this. And I think it's a lot of fun to watch. The dialogue, like I said, is kind of cheesy. If you're not into cheesiness or anything like that, or old school kind of 90s kind of dialogue, or the Tales from the Crypt kind of dialogue, this movie might not be for you. But I think that you guys might find it intriguing. So that's everything that I have to say about Fucking Nuts. So don't forget to comment below. Don't forget to subscribe. If you have seen fucking nuts? Tell me in the comments below. And also, too, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe button below. And always until next time, guys. Bye bye.